Hello, and welcome back to We're Talking Tea. Tonight, we are going to be getting into season 12 of Married to Medicine. Before we get into it, we're going to be having our drink of the night. Our drink of the night is going to be some Crown Apple with some sour apple master of mixes with a splash of cranberry juice. It's one of my favorites. It's delicious. So, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on that notification bell so that you do not miss out on the next time that we talk tea. So we're just getting into this Married to Medicine season 12, episode 1. And we have two newbies this season. We have Angel and we have Brandy. So this episode started off with them showing Quad at her pool with some other ladies. I think one of the new ladies was there. And she was at the pool and they were talking about her birthday party. And Simone's name came up. And so they were kind of doing a flashback between Simone and Jackie's conversation along with Quad and her group of friends and her boyfriend King. So Simone said something about Quad when she was doing Sweet Tea YouTube channel. And Sweet Tea said, this was last season, Sweet Tea said, I'm almost done paying off Quad's house. And Simone said, who gonna help Quad pay off Quad's house? Which was shady as shit. It was funny as hell. And I absolutely loved it because I'm not a huge fan of Quad because of the whole Mariah Huck situation. That's why I'm not a fan of Quad. And Quad always throw the rock and hide her hands. So Simone said, oh yeah, I made the comment. I said it and I meant it. But you talked about me first because when they asked you about somebody who would be a traitor on your current cast, you said me. So if you could talk about me, I'm going to turn around and talk about you back. Quiet. You did talk about. So why you mad? But it is what it is. So that was the whole thing. But the thing is, when all the ladies were going around saying happy birthday, Quiet, happy birthday, Quiet, Simone took the high road and said happy birthday, Quiet. Because if it was me, I wouldn't have told you nothing. Wouldn't have said a word. I wouldn't even remember that it was your birthday and I would have just act like I never saw the post or the text thread. But she said, happy birthday. What does she do? Thank you for the happy birthday, but I bet a gift would be for you to pay off my house. Girl, what? Who would actually gift you a whole freaking house? The same house that your man don't even want to live in. But anyway, because you ready to go all the way to the motherland to have kids for this man, and he ain't even willing to live in the same house with you or marry you. But anyway, and you had a husband and a man that bought your house, and you didn't even want him. Wouldn't even give him the one thing he asked for after 5 years. You never gave that man a child. But anyway, so yeah, so that this whole episode was just about them going back and forth. So then, we had, who was it? Toya came over to. No, Toya was at her own house because she did come over to Simone's house. But before that, she had Dr. Eugene come home, and he's been working at two separate hospitals, and he's been gone 5 days out the week. He come home 2 days, and then he's gone another 5 days, and he's getting hotels. And baby, I understand you want to live well, but you're wearing your husband regularly. So I think you're doing a little too much, but he like it. I love it. Baby, do what you do. That's what work for y'all family. Do what you do. So then we had the Contessa situation. Contessa and her husband bought a building, and they are trying to get it off the ground, but they say her husband said they're 4 months behind getting it off the ground, but they wasn't really talking about too much. Dr. Mimi was hosting her polo event, but they was just showing her getting set up. Then Toya came over to Simone's house, and conversations came up. They talked about Simone and Quad's situation. They talked about Dr. Heavenly's son supposedly being arrested and going to jail, and Dr. Heavenly has chosen to not speak about it. She have everything to say about everybody else's situation, but she has chosen to not say anything about her son, Damon Jr., getting arrested. And then Toya had also said at the event that she has never missed an event as long as she's been on the show. And I'm not sure if that's true or not, but she always try to show up, even if she by herself. And she has decided to miss this event because everything was probably still hot off the press. Also, they had the conversation about Dr. Jackie and Curtis, and how Curtis likes to put his hands on the women of Married to Medicine. And Dr. Jackie got mad because she was asked this question on Watch What Happens Live with Andy Cohen, and she was upset. My thing is, Toya simply was asking, simply saying, I'm not the only one. He has done that multiple times. And then Bravo showed the clip of his hand being by Heavenly side. And when they showed the clip, you literally see Curtis grab her and sit her on his lap. No, 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 no. That's not okay. Totally not okay. So then we have so that happened. So then we actually have the polo event with Mimi. And it was a nice event, but of course, the conversation gonna come up about um oh my god, Simone and Quad. That was gonna come up. Contessa just came out and said, I can't believe she invited Simone last minute, 2 hours before the event. And Mimi comment was, I plead the fifth. Well, right is right and wrong is wrong. You know it's the last minute. You know she should have never invited her to begin with if it was going to be last minute. But you only invited her because she wished you a happy birthday? Girl, what? But Mimi, just be honest. It was last minute. You know it was last minute. But it is what it is. Same way with Dr. Jack, not me with Dr. Heavenly situation. Oh, I'm not gonna speak on it. I'm gonna leave it where it is because that's my girl. Well, you picking and choosing who you want to speak on. But anyway, then we have Dr. Jackie saying that Dr. Heavenly is running for office. Girl, bye. Please don't let this lady in office. She gonna end up like another Donald Trump, who they feel like she can say and do whatever she please, and there is no repercussions. It is what it is. And then we have the we have an ending, which I hate the way it ended. Absolutely hate the way it ended. Where Toya is trying to get Quad and Simone to just have a conversation right then and there, and Mimi is like, nope, not at my event. It's not happening. But she was really trying to force it. But then in the end, Simone was like, I stayed after that blow up. I stayed in the bed for 2 days and I was so hurt. Girl, stop. Stop, 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 stop. Regardless, yes, you could have been hurt, but she has thrown you through the mud so many times. Y'all have gotten into it so many times, and now on this particular blow up, you stayed in the bed for 2 days. Anyway, I don't get that one. Another thing I want to touch on before I get off, Toya was expecting an apology from Dr. Jackie because she kept on saying, you said I sat in your husband's lap, and that's not what happened. When you watch the footage, Curtis grabbed her and set her down. So she was simply asking for an apology. And Dr. Jackie was like, no, you're not getting an apology from me. I don't care who you are and what you say. The answer is no, you're not getting an apology. So Toya, don't let up. I would not let this situation go. I will continue to talk about it because you're wrong. When it comes down to you in Heavenly, y'all say what y'all want, y'all do what y'all want, and y'all have no repercussions for y'all actions. So on this situation, I would not let up. So that's season 12, episode 1. We're going to get into episode 2 pretty soon. But y'all have a good night. And thank you so much for watching. We're Talking Tea. Until next time.